The design of the relationship between Krishna and all the other living entities is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam with two examples. What are the examples? The examples given are, first, the two examples given in the Srimad Bhagavatam is that Taror Mola Nishechanena Tripyanti Tatskanda Bujopashakaha Pranopahara cha Yatendriyanam Tatha Sarvarhanam Achyutejya. When we Achyuta Ijya, when we worship Krishna, when we establish a relationship with Krishna by serving him, by worshipping him, by becoming his servant, what happens is the relationship between the relationship that is established between us and Krishna is like the relationship between a tree and its root. When we pour water to the root of a tree, what happens? All the branches, twigs, flowers, fruits, leaves, all the parts of the tree get nourished. We do not have to pour water separately to the leaves, the twigs, the branches, not required. Just by pouring the water to the root of the tree, the entire tree gets nourished. Now you cannot ask, why is it like that? Why can't I nourish the tree by putting water to the root, or instead of putting the water to the root, why can't I nourish the tree by putting water to the leaf, to the twigs and all that? Okay, we can try all that. But the way the tree is designed is such that for it to gain nourishment, the root has to get satisfied. If the root is given nourished, if the root is nourished, if the nourishment is given to the root, then the whole tree will get nourished. That is the way the tree is designed. Pranopahara cha yatha indriyanam. Just like by prana upahara, by putting food into the stomach, all the senses of the body get strengthened. Now we cannot question why we have to put food to the stomach only. Why can I not nourish the eyes by putting something into the eye, nourish the ears by putting something into the ear? Why can't I nourish the hands separately? See, I have to put food into the stomach. Stomach has to convert into energy. Then the energy has to get distributed to all my limbs. Such a lengthy process this is. So much inefficiency. As we all know, when we learn in thermodynamics, we learn that the law of thermodynamics states that the efficiency in any process is always less than 1. Any process, there will be some loss. You cannot have a 100% efficient process anywhere. So when you put food into the stomach, you have to spend energy to chew it. And then it has to go to the stomach. Stomach converts into energy. There is some loss there. And then the energy has to get transported. So there are transportation distribution losses. And then finally it reaches the limbs, and then the limbs get energy. So much energy losses are happening. Let me put all the energy directly into my hand so that my hand should become powerful. Lesser food consumption, more efficient process, the hand should become stronger. But you cannot do that. The way the hands are designed is such that for their nourishment and for their developing strength, the only way is that you have to put food to the stomach. That is the way the body is designed. Similarly, our relationship, every living entity's relationship with Krishna is designed in such a way that by pleasing Krishna, the living entity the jiva becomes happy. If the jiva tries independently to become happy, the jiva cannot become happy. The only way that the jiva can become happy is by pleasing Krishna. Why? Because that is the way we are designed. That is the way our relationship with Krishna is designed.